Bryan Abasolo, a chiropractor, was married to Rachel Lindsay for only the first episode on The Bachelor. For the most part, in my opinion, Bryan seemed smitten, and Rachel's feelings seemed mutual as well. Rachel's detrimental mistake was not having a prenup. As a lawyer, she was well aware of the necessity of financial protection. As Bryan Abasolo sold his chiropractic clinic and moved to Los Angeles, he initiated divorce. Bryan turned down monthly spousal support of $9,882 because he demands $16,000 from her instead. He said in quotes, "I deserve to keep my same lifestyle," end of quotes. Maybe this is why he refuses to move out of the LA home or pay any bills.
Like, you're a lawyer, how could you, do you have a prenup?
Yes.
I don't. Okay, so that's another thing.
Rachel Lindsay is reflecting on her journey with ex-husband Bryan Abasolo. The Bachelorette star reveals she wishes she got a prenuptial agreement before they got married in 2019. Telling fellow Bachelor star Natasha Parker on her podcast Hidden Gems on June 6th.
A lot of people are like, you're a lawyer, how could you, do you have a prenup?
Yes.
I don't.
Okay.
So that's another thing.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason I didn't is because the place that I'm in now is, financially, however you want to define it, is totally different than when I got married.
Mm-hmm.
We were more level, and I wasn't in California. If I got married in California, I know California's wild. So, it's not in my favor all the time. So, it was just a different time. And so I wasn't leading with that.
And while the season 13 star noted she was open to a prenup at the time, she indicated they didn't see eye to eye on the subject. But now she encourages couples to consider a prenup before tying the knot.
And we weren't on the same page with prenups. And so I just didn't want it to be like a bigger issue, so we didn't have one. And, hindsight's 2020. I would have done it. But to answer your question, I always wanted to do it, but we weren't on the same page when it came to that.
Is that your advice for people getting married right now?
Everybody should have a prenup. And I P and I discussed this. I think every person should have a prenup.
Wow.
Because I could have never predicted that in 2024 I would be getting a divorce. You just never know what life's going to throw at you, what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
It's two people coming together for one union. You should absolutely get it. And it's not unsexy, and it doesn't mean you're planning for divorce. It's just smart. Again, the person you marry is not the same person that you divorce.
Oh.
When Bryan filed for divorce, he didn't realize what life would look like without huge spousal checks. According to online reports, Bryan claims to earn only about $1,100 a month. Last year, his gross income was about $16,000. Too bad the former couple didn't work things out. As an attractive and intelligent couple, both Rachel and Bryan could have obtained jobs in the media and flourished. It would have removed that element of separation or long distance. Rachel stopped working as a lawyer. After The Bachelorette, she earned a whopping $61,000 a month. Jackpot status. If only she had that prenup in place.
And they just don't.
Bryan filed for divorce from Rachel in January, citing irreconcilable differences as the reason for their split, and noting in a statement that while the decision to part ways was a difficult one, sometimes loving yourself and your partner means you must let go. And while Rachel said the breakup was amicable, the way it was filed was not. Bryan and Rachel, who are still living together amid their divorce, got engaged on her season of The Bachelorette in 2017. And while she said the divorce may make it seem like they didn't get a happy ending in viewers' eyes, the Miss Me with that author noted she doesn't see it that way.
Even if it's mutual, there's a bit of a selfish decision in it, but I'm doing what's best for me, and that's a happy ending. And right now, as I'm going through it, no, it's not happy. It's messy, unnecessarily messy. But when I get through it, I'm going to have to rebuild, I'm going to have to restructure, but it's a happy ending.
Right.
Because it's what I want.
I remember viewing the exes during interviews, and it seems their love was mutual. It seemed it was existent. Rachel was researching various ways to get pregnant, and in my opinion, they would be starting a family, earning even more money and increasing popularity together. As we know, long distance relationships, it puts a strain on the marriage. And in brand new marriages, it takes consistent effort to make the union beneficial. Rachel Lindsay doesn't owe Bryan Abasolo a red cent more. He's educated, young, and experienced. He ought to take the $9,000 plus and earn the rest of the money on his own. Bryan's pettiness is despicable. I used to like him, but Bryan ought to realize Rachel is a hardworking woman who pays for agents, makeup artists, stylists, assistants, photographers, videographers, accountants, transportation, groceries, housing, and so much more. Rachel is in high demand. So Bryan needs to wake up and return to the regular work grind. He divorced Rachel and the Hollywood life. That's all I have to say for now.